I mean, today we got like the Madeleine McCann saga carries on, you know, and like, what the fuck? I mean, the geezer's a Freemason, blatantly. He's got the whole fucking world behind him. He's got the scum. He's got the scum news behind him, that cunt. Yeah? Like, enough respect, you know, the fuck? Like, I'm from Essex, in case you couldn't tell, right? Now, if I left my kid in a fucking middle of nowhere, in a foreign country, yeah, where would I be? I don't even have to tell you that I'd be in prison. I would be in prison for neglecting a child, yeah? Because I'm fucking working class. No one has even questioned that. The only people questioning why and how she got to leave their kids on their own was fucking, is us. Is us on the fucking Facebook, yeah? You've got like, you know, we ain't have it. This can't be right. You can't leave a child, right? It don't matter if they're 20 foot away, yeah? That's your child, that's part of your body. That's like, fucking hell. How many thousands of people, thousands and thousands of children get stolen every year? Stolen by the establishment. We already know that. We're talking like Jimmy Savile, we're talking Max, what's his name? Max Clifford. Max Clifford was in amongst it all, right? If he was my agent, Max Clifford, and I had someone in my house OD'd and died, the first person I would call is Max Clifford, right? So if I had a little 8-year-old in my house, right, and she died because she'd been abused by Jimmy Savile's friends, yeah, the first person I would call would be Max Clifford, yeah? Because he is so fucking connected, yeah? He's been in the news, there's been films made about him. Bill Maloney made a film, well, no, it weren't Bill Maloney, but...
Well, it was Bill Maloney. And Stand Alone, wasn't it?
Stand Alone Productions made a film about him. Yeah? What the fuck? You know, at the minute, we're sitting outside Exeter Cathedral, yeah? Fucking hell, like, everything's establishment. Everything that we're going apeshit about is establishment. You know what I mean? We've got like. I went in this cathedral once, right, in 2000, when I first moved to Exeter. Yeah, I went in this cathedral, and I thought, what? I thought, this is not a cathedral. This is not a place of worship. This is not a place of religion. This is a place to mark war. Everyone in there, all of them tombs in there are Lord Major so-and-so, and he died being a hero. He weren't a fucking hero. He was standing at the back watching everyone die. You know what I mean? Oh, let's send them 2,000 people over there to die because we want to take that hill. You know what I mean? Fucking hell. I mean, back to Madeleine McCann, right? There are thousands of children who go to work missing every year. But the thing is, they're not middle class. And Madeleine McCann's parents, right? They're not middle class either. They're fucking upper class. They are part of the fucking Etonian private school circle. Like, what people don't bear in mind about Eton, right, is now, if I lived in Saudi and my dad wanted to send me to school, where would he send me to school? He'd send me to school in Eton, right? So that means my number would be in Boris Johnson's fucking phone, yeah? And his number would be in mine. So, you know, that is the connection all through the planet. Yeah? Etonians are connected through the planet, not just... People assume it's a little old English school and they're racist as fuck. It don't matter who goes there. It could be one of the Taliban. They still go there because they can afford to go there. This establishment is run on money. It's fucking hell, money. Like, unless you're like, apparently, I can get in that cathedral for nothing if I'm local. Yeah, I've never actually tried. Yeah, but if you go in there for prayers and you're local, you don't have to pay the £5 that everyone else has to pay. You know what I mean? Why would I go into a place of worship and want to see loads of dead Lord Mayors and fucking Etonian cunts who just stood at the back while all their fucking troops got killed for the sake of a fucking bridge? Or, you know, a bridge that they could have blown up in the first place anyway.
Yeah. It's like you said earlier, Mark, it's, what did you say? What did you say about a rich man's war?
Oh yeah, rich man's war, poor man's blood.
Paul, man.
You know,
Yeah, sounds about right, mate.
Look, like, I mean, I don't know if people know, but if you're in the army, it's the same as a police. Was it Dom saying about it? Who said about that? It's just, someone said, right, if you're up to a sergeant in the police, you're an actual police officer. You're working for the government. No, hang on. You're just a normal police officer. Right? It's the same in the army, the forces, RAF, etc. Right? It's the same. You can go up to a standard sergeant major. I think it's sergeant major. No, you've got staff sergeant, then you've got sergeant major. Right? And above that, you become a commissioned officer. And the only way to become a commissioned officer is for the Queen to give you that commission after loads of vetting and all that shit. Which means if you ain't part of the Etonian fucking scum, then you ain't never going to be a commissioned officer.
Well, yeah, how does the vetting work then, Mark? Because, I mean, if Savile was like the most notorious fucking pedo for years and years, and he was thick as thieves with the Royals, so how the fuck are they vetted? Get your head around that one.
Well, everyone knows, like, you got, like, these Etonians are basically arm in arm with the Royals, yeah? You've got, like, Prince Charles and all that, right? And they have got traditions. I mean, people have heard this, right, and the Queen's denied it straight away. So obviously, you know, when the Queen parks up and denies something, it's true, yeah? When she ignores it, right, it's probably still true, but it's less of a problem to her. But it come to light that they was eating human flesh, right? Now, basically, they wasn't eating human flesh. They was eating babies, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? There's been human flesh found on Windsor Castle, yeah? And it's just like the police cannot do nothing because these fuckers are above the law. Yeah, we pay them. We pay them to exist. 41 million fucking pound next year the Queen gets. Yeah, that's what we know about. Yeah, she probably makes 200 million pound a year profit out of all the shit she's got. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Fucking German usurper bitch.
Isn't it? It's just like, it's so wrong that, well, there's no difference, right? I mean, how old was Madeline McCann? Does anyone know?
4, 5.
No, I think she's a little older than that.
No, she was about 4
anyway,
years
regardless
old,
of that, right? However old she was, right? There has been, I can guarantee you, there's been 500 people, there's 500 kids the same age, disappeared in the same way, right? And
yeah, you never hear of them.
Not a fucking word.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what's really going on there? That's, good question, Mark.
She's like, I remember it like yesterday. They said
there's more to that than
they said
we're being
they
told
saw an Arab-looking person, right, carrying a baby, and there was a description.
Well, it weren't me, mate.
No. And they said, right, oh yeah, it's an Arab-looking person seen carrying a baby. Right, now we all know about Jersey. I don't know the name of the home. Yeah.
Hurt de la Grande.
Hurt de la Grande, right?
Yeah, because Bill Maloney went there, didn't he? And done a film.
Yeah.
Savile was getting the kids
Maloney,
out of there, weren't he?
But, where was I? We went...
The home in Jersey.
The home and all that, right? Now, the story goes, right, whether this is true or not, it seems true, because otherwise Savile and Kenneth Armour fucking pedo Clark, yeah? The Queen took his fucking... What's names off him? His honours off him, they come. You know what I mean? So, she's scared. Obviously, the Queen is fucking scared.
Do you know what Savile wrote in his autobiography, Mark?
I don't know.
There's a line, and I mean, you can read it yourself, mate. He said if he gets taken down for what he was, being a pedo and all that, he will take half of the establishment down with him, and most of the Met Police.
Oh no, that's
so get your fucking head around that, mate.
Said,
what does that tell you?
No, he said if I get nicked by the police,
he's taking half of them down with him. Yeah. And he was talking about the higher ups, not the Bobby on the beat, mate.
Oh, but he meant every single one.
He fucking did, mate. That's why he never got brought down.
Everyone who mentioned his name. I mean, I was actually listening to Jeremy Vine, is it, on radio?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean, man.
He does new. Yeah, I think that's his name. Well, someone phoned in and they said, I approached this Rolls Royce and I thought it was stolen because it was Jimmy Savile's when I checked the number plate. And I looked in there and I said to him, oh, fucking hell, it's you, Jimmy Savile. And he said, yeah, it's me, like, now, fuck off. He goes, well, I just wonder what he's doing. And he said, well, I'm waiting until 12 o'clock till this 15-year-old girl is 16. Yeah, and he went, no, you can just fucking fuck off and do one, yeah, before I fuck you right up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, he had that power, didn't he?
He thought he had the power. You know what I mean? But he's just blagging it, really. I mean, obviously, like, either the corruption in the police is as bad as people say. Where I can't see that really, because I've had a lot of dealings with the police. I've had more dealings with the police than you. Like you sitting on Facebook, with your keyboard. Yeah, I've been nicked. The first time I got nicked, I was about 11. You know, walking around the streets, just doing what kids do. Yeah, along the River Thames, like in Essex. Yeah. And I've been in trouble all my fucking life, and I swear to God, I've never been punched by the police. I've never been beat up by the police or nothing. I know that happens, but to me, if people provoke the police and they get violent with the police, they're going to expect to get hit back. Yeah?
Is there anyone in particular who you think does provoke the police, Mark?
Well, no, I mean, people do. They just...
Well, who's that guy we met at Bilderberg?
What was it? There was someone, wasn't there? What?
You know, the big bloke. He seems to go out of his way to provoke him, doesn't he?
Ah, what? Alex Preacher Jones?
No. Oh. Andy Pearce.
Some people... Yeah, I've heard about that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's... If the police harass you...
So, Andy, stop provoking them, mate, because you're going to dig your own fucking ditch, man.
He's right, but, I mean, I've dealt with the police since I was 11 or 12 on the street. So I've got a bit streetwise towards them. But, I mean, obviously other people ain't. They ain't got that the knowledge to do that. Yeah? Well, I mean, I do sort of appease the police, but I will not provoke them. Yeah? Because I know... I know if I provoke the police, I'm going to get fucked. And it's just pointless.